Raider Nation, it's been 4 long weeks since we've tasted victory. 4 weeks of frustration, close calls, and heartbreak. But tomorrow, inside Allegiant Stadium, hope is rising again. The Las Vegas Raiders are set to face the Tennessee Titans, and this game feels different. The energy in Vegas is shifting. Fans are ready, the team's hungry, and everyone's asking one question: can the Raiders finally turn it around? Last week's performance was a disaster. Everything that could go wrong did. But here's the thing about this team. When they get knocked down, they fight back harder. This weekend could be that turning point, the moment where the Raiders remind everyone who they are. Before listening to the latest news, subscribe to the channel, like it, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Let's move on to the new news. Tight end Brock Bowers has officially been ruled out for the 2nd straight week due to a knee injury. A tough loss for the offense. But there's a silver lining. Michael Mayer is back. He's cleared from concussion protocol and ready to roll this Sunday. Raiders fans know how crucial that is. Meyer's chemistry with the quarterback could make a real difference. Yes, it hurts not having Bowers, but keeping him healthy long-term matters more. Vegas needs him at 100% for the battle still ahead. The truth is, the Raiders don't just need a win. They need a spark. And maybe that spark is already starting to burn inside the locker room. Reports are flying around that Maxx Crosby, the heart and soul of this team, called a players-only meeting before practice. No coaches. No cameras. Just the men who wear silver and black, face to face, talking about accountability and pride. They say Crosby demanded more effort, more fire, and more unity, starting this Sunday against the Titans at home. Now, whether this story turns out to be true or not, one thing's for sure: that's the kind of leadership the Raiders have been missing. Somebody had to step up, and who better than the man who leaves everything on the field every single week? You can feel the urgency. The locker room knows it. Playtime's over. The Raiders are done just competing. Now it's about dominating. And while that's happening, trade rumors are starting to swirl again. Jakobi Meyers, one of the Raiders' most talented wideouts, might be on the move. According to insider reports, the team and Meyers couldn't reach an agreement before week 1, and with the Raiders sitting at 1-4, interest around the league is growing. It's tough. Meyers has the skill to shine, but lately, he hasn't been a big part of the offense. Maybe it's strategy. Maybe it's a sign of what's coming. Either way, Raider Nation is watching closely, because every move from here on out could shape the future of this team. So the question is, will this locker room finally rally behind its leaders and fight back? Or will the frustration continue to grow in Las Vegas? So Raider Nation, what do you think? Should the team hold on to Jakobi Meyers, or is it time to move on and reshape the offense? Drop your thoughts below, because this one could divide the fanbase. Now, let's dive into what really matters: Sunday's showdown against the Tennessee Titans. This isn't just another regular season game. This is a statement game. A chance for the Raiders to show that all the talk, all the frustration, and all the criticism have only made them stronger. Vegas steps onto the field as the favorite, but that means nothing if they can't back it up. The Titans are tough, physical, and unpredictable. But the Raiders? They've got something to prove. All eyes will be on Aiden O'Connell as he looks to command this offense with confidence. His connection with Davante Adams could be the difference between another heartbreak or a breakthrough win. And don't forget the ground game. Zamir White has been showing flashes of power, and if the Raiders' offensive line can open the lanes, he might just set the tone early. But this game won't just be about offense. The real question is, can the defense keep that same intensity we've seen from Maxx Crosby week after week? He's been a one-man wrecking crew, but now, the rest of the defense needs to match his fire. This is more than a game, it's a moment. Win this, and momentum shifts. Lose it, and the season starts to slip away. Momentum or desperation, that's what this game comes down to. Both the Raiders and the Titans sit at 1-4, but the difference? the Titans just snapped their losing streak. The Raiders, on the other hand, are still searching for a reason to believe. This matchup isn't just about getting a win, it's about saving the season. If Las Vegas drops to 1-5, climbing back becomes almost impossible. But if they win, everything changes. The mood, the confidence, the energy, it all shifts. On paper, this is a winnable game. The Titans' defense has been inconsistent, and their offense hasn't found rhythm. But we've said that before, haven't we? The truth is, no game is winnable unless the Raiders show up with fire from the first snap to the last. Now, one of the biggest challenges this week will be stopping Jeffrey Simmons, the Titans' defensive powerhouse. He's fast, powerful, and relentless. If the Raiders' offensive line doesn't contain him, it could be a long day for Aidan O'Connell. Protection is everything. Keep the quarterback clean, and the passing game opens up. Create running lanes, and players like Zamir White and Amir Abdullah can finally take over the tempo of the game. This is where toughness meets pride. If the Raiders can stand tall in the trenches, they can control the flow, and maybe, just maybe, start writing a new story for this season. Because right now, Raider Nation isn't just waiting for a win. They're waiting for a spark that reminds them why they believe in this team. If the Raiders want any shot at momentum this week, it all starts with stopping Jeffrey Simmons. Last week, he dominated Arizona, 8 tackles, 2 hits on the quarterback, and nearly 2 sacks. He's the kind of player who can destroy a game plan in a single drive. So for the Raiders, it's simple: protect the quarterback, or everything falls apart. But defense matters just as much, and this is where Las Vegas has a real chance to take over. Cam Ward, the Titans' young quarterback, has already been sacked 19 times this season. 19! That number alone should have the Raiders' defensive line fired up and ready to hunt. We've seen Tyree Wilson flash potential. We've seen Maxx Crosby live in the backfield almost every week. Now it's time for this unit to come alive together and make the Titans' rookie quarterback feel the full force of Raider Nation's pressure. The key? Relentless pursuit. If the defense can get to Ward early, force him to move, make him uncomfortable, mistakes will follow. And that's where this team has to capitalize. But there's another problem that keeps haunting the Raiders: turnovers. They've been costly, drive-killing, and momentum-breaking. From fumbles to those painful interceptions, everyone seems to come at the worst possible time. If this team wants to win, that has to stop now. Protect the ball. Finish drives. Play smart football. Because in a game this close, one mistake can decide everything. This is the week the Raiders either clean it up or watch another one slip away. Turnovers. That one word tells the whole story of this Raiders season. It's not the defense. It's not the play calling. It's the giveaways. Those painful moments where momentum dies and the opponent takes over. Every time the Raiders start to build something, a fumble or interception resets everything. And it all begins under center. Aidan O'Connell needs to protect the football. No more risky throws. No more short fields for the Titans to exploit. Vegas can't afford to hand over easy points anymore. Now, let's talk about the players who could define this game. First up, Jackson Powers-Johnson. With Colton Miller sidelined, JPJ has stepped up as one of the Raiders' most reliable linemen. But this week, he faces his biggest test yet, going one-on-one against Jeffrey Simmons, one of the league's fiercest interior defenders. If JPJ holds his ground, he doesn't just protect his quarterback, he gives this entire offense a fighting chance. Next, Jakobi Meyers. On paper, he's the Raiders' most dependable receiver. He leads the team in catches, yet somehow still feels underused. Without Brock Bowers in the lineup, Meyers must become the spark. He's got the hands, the route running, and the experience. Now it's time to show it. Because when Meyers gets going, everything changes. The offense opens up. The rhythm returns. The Raiders look alive again. This game isn't just about winning. It's about players proving who they really are when the pressure's highest. let's talk about what's really happening with the Las Vegas Raiders right now, and why this next matchup could be a game changer. Before diving into the latest updates, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any breaking Raiders news.